Now I am expecting that this video is being watched by some students and some working professionals, and most of the times you are going to give a presentation in a professional environment. What I mean by that is you are either going to give a presentation in your college, in your classroom, or in an office or a business setup. You need to wear clothes that are formal. What are formal clothes and what are informal clothes? Let us have a slide over here so that you will understand what is the difference between the two. Alright, so don't wear casual clothes. Please don't do that. A lot of students and even me, I have done that in my college, and I have received feedback from my faculty that please don't do that. This is a professional setup. So please try to understand that please wear professional clothes. Please wear formal clothes. Don't wear casual. Don't wear sport shoes. Don't come in pajamas. Alright. What are you looking at? Can't even I drink water? Always remember, whenever you are starting a presentation, make sure that you are hydrated. Now, why is that? Because you may be stressed or you may be anxious before giving a presentation, before starting the presentation, and you may be speaking for a stretch of time because you may have to speak loudly because you need your voice to reach the backbenchers who are sitting far behind in the classroom. So you need your volume to be up, and while doing so your throat can get dry. So make sure you are hydrated. Make sure you are drinking some water so that you are really hydrated. Now a lot of times what happens in the college or in the conference room, that a podium is present and you are going to stand behind the podium because your laptop may also be present or your notes may be present on the podium. That is a great setup to stand behind a podium, but I usually don't recommend to stand behind a podium. And why is that? Because a podium is like a blockage. It blocks you and the audience. You need to be completely in front of the audience. You need to be completely present in front of the audience, because what happens that it gives a feeling in the subconscious of the audience that this person is hiding something. Now you will ask that, okay, if I am not standing behind the podium, how am I going to change the slides because my laptop is present on the podium? You can ask your friend or anyone to stand at the podium, and whenever you say next slide please, that friend will change the slide. Now whenever you are presenting, pay close attention to your gesturing, to your posture, and that I have already spoken about, but that is also an important part of the presentation. You don't want to be looking like this, you don't want to be looking like this, and don't put your hands inside your pockets. Don't do that. Have an open body like this, open gesturing. Don't point fingers, don't do this and that. What am I doing with my life? Now, I'm not a very good example of, using my gestures properly because I am still learning that art. But you can observe some great TED Talks, you can watch some great speakers. And I have an example for you that you can understand. So, in this clip that I'm going to show, that is from Sandeep Maheshwari, and he is one of the greatest speakers. And don't focus on the content right now, focus on his body language and only body language right now.
चाहते हम सब हैं, लेकिन उस बड़े काम को करने के लिए, यानी वो बड़ा करना मतलब इट्स एज गुड एज इम्पॉसिबल।
एग्जैक्टली।
हमारे लिए भी, हमारी फैमिली के लिए भी, हमारे फ्रेंड्स के लिए भी, उन सबको लगता है कि हम नहीं कर पाएंगे, हमें खुद को भी लगता है हम नहीं कर पाएंगे, तो एक तरह से इम्पॉसिबल हो गया। उसको पॉसिबल कैसे बनाया जाए? उस बड़े काम को करने के लिए बड़े एक्शंस लेने पड़ेंगे। और वो बड़े एक्शंस लेने के लिए बड़ी एनर्जी चाहिए, वन पॉइंटेड फोकस चाहिए। वो कहां से आएगी? क्योंकि माइंड तो हमारा 1000 जगह पर चल रहा है। एकदम से एक्साइटेड होते हैं, अगले दिन सारा एक्साइटमेंट खत्म। टेम्पररी होता है सब कुछ, तो उसको सस्टेन कैसे किया जाए?
Alright, so now a lot of students are going to ask that how do we start our presentation? How do we begin our presentation? What is the best way? Now the simple and the easy way is to start like this. Good morning, respected faculties, professors, and my dear friends. I am Areeb Irshad, and today I am going to speak on pasteurization. Simple and clean like that. You can also, reverse it something. You can also manipulate a little words here and there, and you can speak it like this. Good morning, respected faculties and my dear friends. Today you are going to learn about pasteurization. So in that way, whenever you are saying that today you are going to learn about this concept, what will happen that now audience will be a little bit more interested in the topic. So because they get a feeling that they are going to learn something, they are going to get some knowledge. Also, you can start the presentation with some interesting or fascinating facts. You can start the presentation with a story. The way I started the video, I told you a story about my class 10th, my experience with the public speaking. You can also do that if that is, if you feel comfortable doing that. But usually if you are just beginning with the presentation, if you are just beginning with public speaking, I would recommend that just present plainly, just start simply, just start with good afternoon or good morning and say your name, introduce yourself, introduce your topic, and begin with the content. A lot of students and working professionals make this mistake that they talk very fast, they talk very rapidly, and that is because that feels like they have a train to catch, and that appear to the audience as if that the presenter is just presenting for the sake of presenting. Don't do that. It seems that you are in a hurry. So try to calm down, take some pauses. The full stops and the commas in a sentence are present for a reason. They are present for you to catch your breath. So take some pauses. Whenever you take a break, whenever you take a pause, don't try to say don't do that. It feels that the person is less confident. Take pauses in between, even if you have forgotten something, even if you are trying to remember something, don't show the audience that. Just take a pause and keep looking at the audience until you remember it. So usually that happens, but if you have practiced it well, you won't forget what you have studied. Food Tech Simplified is a channel where you are going to learn about a lot of food technology videos, food science videos, and you are also going to level up your grades and simplify your studies. Whoa. What is going on over here? What was I doing? I was reading from the slides. Don't do that. Don't read from the slides. This slide is an aid that is going to guide you. That is not your reading material. That are not your notes. Now, whenever you are speaking on the stage, try to maintain the eye contact with the audience. Because what is going to do that? This is going to make a connection of you with the audience, and that is what you are going to focus on. Try to make a connection with the audience. Try to look them into their eyes. Now, this will feel awkward when you are just a beginner in public speaking, but believe me, this may feel difficult to you. This may feel awkward to you, but this will feel great to your audience that the person is speaking to me, that this person is looking at me, this person is speaking to me. That really feels great to the audience. So start doing that as early as possible. Now, usually at the end of the presentation, the students are being asked questions from their faculties or their professors. There is a Q&A session. Now, there are two scenarios. In the first scenario, the faculty will ask you a question and you will know the answer. You will answer that perfectly. In the second scenario, what will happen? You will not know the answer, because that happens to a lot of students. That has happened with me. So that is completely fine if you don't know the answer, if you haven't studied the concept in so much depth. That is completely fine. Now, in that case, what you are going to reply? You are going to reply that, sir or ma'am, I don't know what is the answer to this question, but I will go back and I will try to find the answer to this question as early as possible and get back to you as soon as possible. Whoa, now what this did, this sentence just changed the game. Now, you have just created an image in front of the audience and in front of your faculty that yes, you are just a human being like everyone else and you didn't know the answer. Now, in that scenario, after you give this reply, the faculty is going to say, there are two cases now again here. The faculty is either going to tell you the answer right away, or the faculty will say that, all right, if you don't know the answer, fine, find it and come back to me. Let's say that the second case is there, that faculty didn't tell you the answer. Now, I need you to go back to your room or go back to whatever place you live and find the answer as early as possible. In the next lecture or in the next day, in the next working day, go back to your faculty, go back to his or her cabin and ask him and tell him or her that, sir or ma'am, I was giving a presentation on that day about so and so, and you asked me this question and I couldn't give the answer, but I have tried to find out the answer and here is the answer. And this will create a very great image of you in front of your faculty. Now you may be thinking that this is going to increase or enhance your internal grades or internal marks, but we are not focusing only on marks here. We are also doing this as a matter of professional courtesy. So this is really professional, and this also creates an image in front of your faculty or your professor that this student is really serious about his studies or his or her studies or his or her presentation. And also I also encourage you to ask your faculty or your professor that, sir or ma'am, could you please give me feedback on how I could improve my presentation skills. that is a really great thing to do, because whenever faculties or professors are asked questions, whenever they are asked questions about feedback, they are really happy, they get really happy. So I really encourage you to do these, to follow these tips and strategies so that you can excel your game in the presentation, so that you can excel in public speaking. Kitni mehnat kar rahe ho yaar. Alright, so this was it for today. Let me know down in the comments if you found this video helpful. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give a thumbs up to this video. That really means a lot to me. And comment down below if you have any kind of doubt or query, if you have any kind of tip that you would like to add to this video, to this presentation, I would like to know. And make sure you have subscribed to the channel if you have not already. Make sure you hit the bell icon as well. I will see you next time, class. Dismissed.